Okay, so today we are going to discuss about two new functions. One is exponential function and another one is logarithmic function. Exponential exponential function and logarithmic function. So you should have a basic idea about this because we need this function. So I will give you a brief idea about this. We are not going that much deep into each and every function, a brief idea. And I will show the graphs also. Any function of the form y is equal to any function of the form y is equal to, in general, a into b to the power x. Or in other words, okay, so this b is the number which is greater than 0 and b not equal to 1, because b 1 है तो 1 to the power any number is 1 only, and b 0 है तो 0 हो जाएगा. So b should be b is a positive number other than 1. So a can be any real number. A can be any real number. A can be any real number, but not equal to 0. 0 है तो 0 हो जाएगा. So it's simply y is equal to a का छोड़ दे, can be any real number. Simply y is equal to b to the power x. These types of functions are known as exponential functions. Example, y is equal to 2 to the power x, y is equal to 3 to the power x, neither y is equal to 1 by 4 to the power x, or y is equal to 10 to the power x, these kind of things. एंड आपने 10वीं 11वीं में एक पर्टिकुलर फंक्शन आपने पढ़ाई किया था, एक पर्टिकुलर नंबर, जैसे 1 प्लस 1 by 1 factorial plus 1 by 2 factorial plus etc. This series, the sum is a number between 2 and 3, and which is nothing but which is nearly equal to 2.71828. Why I am telling this is an important number we need, and that is represented using the letter E. It is represented using the letter E. Like pi, we have seen pi. I say a number E. Both are irrational numbers only. It is 2.71828 is approximate value. It is not the exact value. So its exact value is 1 plus 1 by 1 factorial plus 1 by 2 factorial plus etc. So this number E is a number E. So if the base is, so either B is known as the B is called the base. B is called the base. Either in this particular example here, base is 10. So base 10 है तो इसको बोलते हैं, इसके लिए एक पर्टिकुलर नाम बोलते हैं, इसको बोलते हैं कॉमन एक्सपोनेंशियल फंक्शन बोलते हैं, कॉमन एक्सपोनेंशियल फंक्शन. जैसे y is equal to this e to the power x. The base can be any number, base can be any number, base can be any number which is greater than 0 but not equal to 1. कोई भी number हो सकते other than 1. So either base can be 10. So if the base is 10, that type of function has a particular name. It is known as common exponential function. Generally exponential function बोलते हैं, but एक base 10 है तो उसको बोलते हैं common exponential function. If the base is e, if the base is e, this has a particular name. This function is known as natural exponential function. So in general exponential function, this is general, इसको generally हम बोलते हैं exponential function. इस generally हम बोलते हैं exponential function. Any function of the form b to the power x, it is known as exponential function. If the base is 10, that has a particular name. It is known as common exponential function. If the base is e, that is known as natural exponential function. So now, so e is a number between 2 and 3, and that value is 1 plus 1 by 1 factorial plus 1 by 2 factorial plus etc. अब इसका ग्राफ भी हम देखेंगे. If b is greater than 1, you can see that I will show you that the function is increasing. The increase होगा. And if b is lies between 0 and 1, b के लिए 2 option है, either greater than 1 नहीं तो between 0 and 1. Then the function will be decreasing. I'll show you that. See the graph. I will show you the graphs. I hope you can see the graph paper. See, I'm going to draw 2 to the power x. 2 to the power x. Look at the graph. 2 to the power x. It is increasing. Now we have 1 by 2 to the power x. They go 1 by 2 to the power x. You can see that the black one, 1 by 2 to the power x. See that 2 to the power x, look at the function, it is increasing. That means when you are moving from left to right, you can see that the function is increasing like this. But for 1 by 2, then b lies between 0 and 1. You can see that the function, look at the graph, it is decreasing, and it is going on like that. It never touches the x-axis. It never crosses the x-axis. So some more values, they go. Three to the power x. See the red one, 3 to the power x. And the 4 to the power x, they go. 4 to the power x. Or 10 to the power x. The green one, they go. In all the cases, you can see that the function is increasing. ऐसे ऊपर symbol किया तो increasing symbol, just to understand. In all these cases, you can see that when you are moving from left to right, the graph is increasing. This is the basic shape of the graph, increasing. Here you can see that it is 1 by 2, so it is decreasing when the base, that is why I told you when the base is between 0 and 1, the function is increasing. Another function we'll see 1 by 3, देखो 1 by 3 or 1 by 4, whatever it is, to the power x. See, the function is decreasing. So this is the basic shape of the graph of exponential function, the graph of exponential function. Or 1 by 5 देखो, 1 by 10 or 1 by 10 देखो, 1 by 10 to the power x. See, this is a graph of 1 by 2 to the power x. This is the graph of 1 by 4 to the power x. This is the graph of 1 by 10 to the power x. In all the cases, you can see the function is decreasing. That means when you're moving from left to right, you can see that it is coming down. In other cases, 2 to the power x, 3 to the power x, 4 to the power x, 10 to the power x, you can see that it is increasing. When you're moving from left to right, it's going up. E to the power x. So e to the power x, so also I draw. See the graphs. So this is the basic idea about exponential function. Exponential function matlab any function of the form b to the power x, where b is the base, that is known as exponential function. The base can be any positive real number other than 1. And if b is greater than 1, like 2 to the power x, 3 to the power x, 4 to the power x, 10 to the power x, e to the power x, you can see that the function is increasing. When you are moving from left to right, the function will go up. When the base is between 0 and 1, that means 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 6, 1 by 10, like that, it is decreasing. That means when you are moving from left to right, the graph will comes down. And you can see some specialities for this function. Every function is going through the point 0, 1. You can see every function is going to the point 0, 1, because any number to the power 0 is 1. So when you put 0, the value will be 1. So all graph will goes to the point, passing through the point 0, 1. That is one specialty. And you can see that the range is always positive. It is set of all real numbers greater than 0. Understood? So this is the basic shape. And if the base can be any real number other than 1, greater than 0. So base is 10, we call it as common exponential function. Base is e, we call it as natural exponential function. That's all. Okay. Now we will come to that logarithmic function. So here we are considering our main thing is natural exponential function y is equal to e to the power x. That is what we are going to use more often. Okay. Now logarithmic function. Logarithmic function आपने देखा होगा जैसे if b to the power x is equal to say some a, b to the power x is equal to some a. So here b is greater than 1. Then we can say that it's a definition of logarithm. We can say logarithm of a to the base b is equal to x. ऐसे बोलते. For example बताता हूँ. That's a definition. It is defined like 2 to the power 3 is equal to 8. So we can say logarithm of 8 to the base 2 is equal to 3. That's the definition. Similarly, they say 4 to the power 2 is equal to 16. So we can say logarithm of 16 with base 4 is equal to 2. And 2 to the power 4 is equal to 16. We can say logarithm of 16 to the base 2 is equal to 4. So in general, b to the power x is equal to a. We can say logarithm of a to the base b is equal to x. See, like 5 to the power -1 is equal to 1 by 5. So we can say logarithm of 1 by 5 to the base 5 is equal to -1. Or 7 to the power 0 is equal to 1. So we can say logarithm of 1 to the base 7 is equal to 0. Understood? So that is a definition. So you can see that here are some points. You can see the value of the logarithm, either 3, either 2, 4, -1, 0. So the value of the logarithm, the output, it can be positive, negative, or 0. The output, the value of the logarithm can be any real number. It can be positive, negative, or 0. But logarithm exists only for positive real numbers. इसका कारण इधर ही है. b is greater than 1. So if b is greater than 1, if b is greater than 1 है तो b to the power x is always positive. है ना? b base is greater than 1. A number which is greater than 1 to the power x का वैल्यू कोई भी आने दो. Say 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 1 by 2, or 2 to the power 1 by 3, whatever it is. So it is always greater than 0. So b to the power x is a. That means a is always positive. That means logarithm exists only for positive real numbers. जैसे b का पावर में जैसे b is 1 by, जैसे b is any real number, जैसे 2 का पावर में पॉजिटिव नंबर आ गया 2 to the power 3. नहीं तो 2 का पावर में नेगेटिव आ गया 2 to the power -3. सो 2 to the power 3 है तो 8 हो जाएगा. 2 to the power -3 है तो 1 by 8 हो जाएगा. अभी 2 to the power 1 by 2 है तो √2 है. So 2 का पावर में को एक पॉजिटिव नंबर का पावर में ये नंबर विच इज ग्रेटर देन 1 उसका पावर में कोई भी नंबर, x कैन बी एनी नंबर, जो भी नंबर आएगा द आंसर विल बी ए पॉजिटिव. 2 to the power 3 is 8, 2 to the power minus 3 is 1 by 8, 2 to the power 1 by 2 is √2. So whatever the value of x, if the number is greater than 1, that b to the power x is always positive, and b to the power x is your a, b to the power x is your a, and logarithm of a with base b. So logarithm exists only for positive real numbers. Logarithm exists only for positive real numbers. But the value of the logarithm can be positive, negative, or 0. And you can see that the left side b to the power x is equal to b to the power x is the exponential function. So actually this exponential function b to the power x is equal to a, so logarithm of a to the base b is equal to x. So this exponential function and logarithmic function, they are inverses of each other. So what we discussed is, if b to the power x is equal to a है तो हम ऐसे बोल सकते हैं logarithm of a to the base b is equal to x. Reverse also, if logarithm of a to the base b is equal to x है तो हम बोल सकते हैं a is equal to b to the power x. So जैसे 3 to the power 3 और नहीं तो 3 to the power 4 is equal to 81. So we can see that, or we can say that logarithm of 81 to the base 3 is equal to 4. Or logarithm of 81 to the base 3 is equal to 4, so we can say 3 to the power 4 is equal to 81. Or we can say that exponential function and logarithmic function are inverses of each other. So inverse है तो उसका स्पेशलिटी है कि their graphs are reflections of each other about the line y is equal to x. Reflection of दोनों y is equal to x. That line is a mirror है तो, if that line is a mirror है तो दोनों एक दूसरे का इनवर्स है. क्यों y is equal to x में रिफ्लेक्शन, मतलब y is equal to x में रिफ्लेक्शन, सपोज दिस इज y is equal to x, तो उसका मतलब इधर x, y है तो उसका रिफ्लेक्शन इधर हो जाएगा y, x. If y is equal to x is the mirror, then if x, y is in one side, then automatically y, x will be in the other side. And that is inverse actually. Inverse मतलब हमने first relations and functions में देखा था, x is mapped to y, and those function which is mapping y back to x, that is known as the inverse of the function. So एक function में x, y है तो उसका inverse में y, x will be there. That is why the graph of inverses are always a reflection of each other about the line y is equal to x. अभी exponential function में हमने natural exponential function देखा. Similarly, this base can be any real number greater than 1. Base is any real number greater than 1. If base is equal to 10, that is logarithm of something to the base 10. This is called, जैसे लास्ट एक्सपोनेंशियल फंक्शन में बेस 10 है तो कॉमन एक्सपोनेंशियल फंक्शन बोलते था. सो हियर ऑल्सो it is known as common logarithm. Common logarithm बोलते हैं. Common logarithm. If base is equal to e, that number e, that is logarithm of x to the base e, it is known as natural logarithm. Particular number, particular नाम. एक्सपोनेंशियल फंक्शन में बेस 10 है तो कॉमन एक्सपोनेंशियल फंक्शन बोलते हैं. बेस ई है तो नेचुरल एक्सपोनेंशियल फंक्शन बोलते हैं. सिमिलरली हियर आल्सो बेस 10 है तो इट इज नोन एज कॉमन लॉगरिथम एंड बेस ई है तो इट इज नोन एज नेचुरल लॉगरिथम. सो कॉमन लॉगरिथम है तो सिंपली log x लिखेंगे तो उसका मीनिंग है द बेस इज 10. If 10 is the base is not mentioned there, it is understood that the base is 10. It is known as common logarithm. And in your calculator you can see the button log, so that means it is logarithm with the base 10. Natural logarithm is denoted like this: ln of x, ln of x, ln of x. So in your calculator there you can see one symbol like ln, that is natural logarithm, logarithm with the base e. But one thing keep in mind, but in NCERT textbook उन्होंने log x means logarithm with base e. इसलिए कंफ्यूज नहीं होना, क्योंकि रियल लाइफ में लॉगरिथम विद बेस 10 है तो log x लिखते हैं, एंड ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड इट इज log x, मतलब लॉगरिथम विद बेस 10 ओनली, log x. एंड नेचुरल लॉगरिथम है तो ln ऑफ x ही लिखते हैं. आपका कैलकुलेटर में log x मतलब बेस 10, ln ऑफ x मतलब बेस e. अब बट एनसीईआरटी का टेक्स्ट बुक में क्या होता है, लॉगरिथम बोलने के बाद लॉगरिथम बोलते हैं, लिखते हैं ln, ऐसे लिखेंगे तो अच्छा नहीं लगेगा. इसलिए उन्होंने टेक्स्ट बुक में ऐसे ऑलरेडी बोल के रखा है, वेर एवर इन द एनसीईआरटी टेक्स्ट बुक दे राइट log x, इवन तो रियल लाइफ में बेस इज 10 मीन कर रहे, बट एनसीईआरटी का टेक्स्ट बुक में दे मीन इट इज विद बेस e. सो डोंट कंफ्यूज विद दैट. रियल लाइफ में log x मतलब विद बेस 10, कॉमन लॉगरिथम, ln ऑफ x मतलब विद बेस e, दैट इज नेचुरल लॉगरिथम. एंड कंप्यूटर में भी ऐसे है, कैलकुलेटर में भी वैसे, हर जगह वैसे ही है. बट जस्ट फॉर दैट एनसीईआरटी टेक्स्ट बुक log x मतलब इट इज विद द बेस e. Okay, now I will show you the graph. देखो 10 to the power x, 10 to the power x, exponential function. Then 1 second. can you see the graph on the screen? See, this is the graph of
Yes, sir.
logarithmic function. So base is logarithm with base. मैंने बोला था logarithm with base should be greater than 1. So greater than 1, look at the graph, shape of the graph. So I'm just increasing the base here. You can see that base is 1.23, 1.3. You can see the shape of the graph. Y is equal to x है तो हमने देखा the graph is, it is going like, it will be going like this. Is the graph of y is equal to x. It will be going like this. And the logarithmic this, so exponential function and logarithmic functions are inverses of each other. दोनों का graph y is equal to x का line में reflections of each other है. So this is I just want to tell you the graph of log x. So y is logarithm of for different values of a. A is equal to 2. A is equal to 3.4. A is equal to 4.3. You can see that the logarithm x is only for positive real numbers. That is why only right side the graph is there. And the logarithm ka value can be positive or 0, or it can be negative. This is the shape of the graph of logarithm of x. So so y is equal to e to the power x, and y is equal to logarithm of x. So either understood that the base is e. Okay, so these are the two functions, and the derivative of these functions, derivative of d by dx of e to the power x. E to the power x is e to the power x itself. उसका proof आपको नहीं चाहिए. These two result is needed, and derivative of log x is equal to 1 by x. So इसका problems हम next class में करेंगे. I just want to give you a brief introduction about